Liza Minnelli, ladies and gentlemen. If any of you have ever seen Liza sing live, there is an energy that flies off the stage and hits you like a brick wall. No one else has this in the world. It's purely Liza Minnelli, and it is incredible.
Thank you.
Now, there's so many musical gems in this show. I mean, like pure gems, but one of them that has become your signature is, of course, Say Liza, Liza with a Z.
Yes.
And it's such a tongue twister. Can you still do it? I mean, do you still remember every lyric? Is that?
I can do it in French. Say, Liza weg, c'est pas Lise weg, es car Lise weg, es face pas, donc c'est le des. Dites comment je dis donc Liza? C'est, et puis tu sais, puis il te zèle, il est deux années doublé fond, pan, et il y a encore deux zèle. Puis il y a comment c'est ainsi, ming, you know.
I've heard this is quite a story about this hotel where they said, you're going to go get ready, and they walked you across the street.
Well, no, actually, we rehearsed till 5:30, and this thing went on at 8, you know. So I didn't have time to go home. So I turned to Christina Smith, my makeup lady. I said, there's a hotel I saw, it's right across the street. Let's get a room, and we'll do everything there. You can make me up, and we'll do the nails, and do the haircut, and all that stuff. So I got a room, and we traipsed over there. And I got in the elevator, and a lady got in the elevator with a really short skirt on, and like a bra, and a boa.
A boa?
And a man who looked he wouldn't look at anybody, was with her. And I'm thinking, oh, all right. And they got out on the floor, and some more people like that came. I was in a hooker hotel.
There's a story, and I read that you told this story, but I don't know if this is a misprint, but that there was a hair on one of the lenses, and a lot of it had to be reshot with paid extras in the audience. Is that true?
No.
That's not true.
Well, it's almost true.
Okay. We're going to do rumor control.
I've learned to deal with sort of true.
It's not a bad place to be there. Now, one song that I love, and I'm ashamed to say I've danced around my living room singing it when I was 12. Well, actually, I was lip syncing to you singing it when I was 12. Was Ring Them Bells.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant song. But what I love about it, and what I love watching it on the screen, is that it reminds people of something that I think they forget, which is that you are hilariously funny. You are funny, and of course now we see that on Arrested Development, and we see it all the time. But you know, it was such a great vehicle to show off not only the way that you create these amazing characters, but your comic timing. Is that something that you love to explore? Like you love to be funny, and I've seen you at events and backstage, and you're so funny. And I love that because people just think of you as that girl that just belts out the songs, and you go out there, but you're funny.
Well, you know, I think that it's legendary. I have found that any singer who gets a lot of, you know, attention, it has to be a tragedy. You know, it's very hard to say to people, it wasn't that bad. All of the reporters sort of go, oh, it must have been. No, really, it was sort of okay. Are you sure? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Another great moment that I love, and I think for me watching this is one of those moments where I look at it and you can tell that Bob Fosse was in love with you. Because he loved to just make you look your best, and he always put you in this great light, and that was Bye Bye Blackbird, for me. It was one of those great numbers. And you know, I have all these people who always kind of come up to me and say, when I told them I was doing this, and it was funny, I met a young gentleman who is not a Liza impersonator, but his career was built on doing that song in drag. And it just led me, I had to ask you, what is your take? Because you're one of those people who've been impersonated by every 7-foot guy in the West Village. Every Halloween, there's about 60 of you out there. What does that feel? Like, what does that do to you? Like, how does that make you feel to know that there's these people?
I think it's terrific. So there's somebody impersonating you. It's a man. I said, really? I mean, that means you're famous, you know, sir. He said, do you want to go with me? I want to go see it. I said, sure. So off I go with Fred. And we sit down, and this guy comes out, you know, he's got hair and the stuff and the lashes and all that stuff. And he starts to hit these horrifying poses. But I mean, really, horrifying. And I said, I don't do that. And Fred Ebb said, yes, you do. All of this stuff.
But that is the great thing about seeing this in complete form, Liza with a Z, because I do think we get to see the birth, or at least the development of some, what I like to call Liza-isms, which are, you know, the way, that infectious laugh that you have that just makes everyone melt. It's, you know, your laugh really does make, like, you could cheer up a whole world.
Oh, it's filthy.
No. But, you know, and you know, there's things like the poses and the word terrific and all that stuff that you do that is the character Liza, you know what I mean? It's Liza,
Yes,
you know? And that's, I think we see that here, which is so fascinating to watch that.
Well, that character was invented by Cantor and Ebb and Fosse and myself. I mean, I gotta really, guys, give them credit, because I look at it now and I can see everything that they told me. And it just kills me because it's good. It was good.
Now, are you one of those performers that it's difficult to watch yourself on screen to see something like this, or does that not bother you? Well, I know, you were sitting behind me and I just saw Liza sinking lower and lower. And you kept going, sink, what's wrong with this? But, you know, it must be fascinating, because it was fascinating to sit in this audience, and that was thrilling for me to sit one row in front of you and to know that you were behind me watching this was something, because, you know, this is a legacy, this film. And that's what's so great that Showtime has taken the risk, as you said, to put this out and to put it on DVD and to bring it to these festivals. And there are people who, for years, have been dying to see this again. As we wrap up tonight, I guess I want to speak to the four of you as an audience member, not as somebody up here on this panel. On behalf of everybody here and the entire world, thank you for doing this, because you, hold on, wait, I'm going to say it right. Because of what you four have done, for the rest of time, people will know who Bob Fosse is. People will know who John Cantor and Fred Ebb are. And people will know who Liza Minnelli is, was, and always will be. A powerful, incredible force that has changed lives just by singing into a microphone. And we thank you for that so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the geniuses behind Liza with a Z.
Thank you.